Are you considering doing a DIY divorce on your own? There are some hidden risks with that you may not be considering. A potential risk of doing a DIY divorce is that you may agree to a provision that may not be legally enforceable by the court. We see this happen frequently when parties don't understand their rights. An example of that might be that maybe you and your spouse have agreed that you want to refinance a home for your child, but you want your child to refinance it into their own name. Unfortunately, that can't happen because your child is not a party to the action, so therefore the court cannot enforce that legally. The small details matter. The more detailed that you are, the less likely that you're going to end up back in court over something that you and your spouse may not agree to. You may not have anticipated a specific issue coming, and you may end up back in court litigating that out, even though you bypassed that with your DIY divorce. An example of that may be that you thought that you and your spouse were always going to be in agreement related to a parenting plan and the time sharing that you want to have with your child. Now it's Christmas, and now your spouse wants to have Christmas Day, but you want to have Christmas Day. So what do? But your parenting plan didn't say that. So now you have to go back to court to figure out who gets what. You may be wondering, why do I need an attorney? Well, here's the deal. We went to school, we studied this. I have a concentration in family law, and I've been doing family law for almost 10 years now. I know the process. I know what you're entitled to. I know what you should be looking at, and I can advise you through the entire process to make sure that you get the best outcome possible for your situation. Hiring an attorney is an important investment for your future. Although you are spending money up front, on the back end, if you have any issues that you didn't properly address in your DIY divorce, you're going to end up back in court, and it's probably going to cost you more to fix it than it would have had you just started with an attorney to begin with. An example of this would be maybe you agree to pay your spouse permanent alimony, but you didn't know that Florida law actually doesn't have a permanent alimony anymore, so that's going to cost you a lot of money. These are some things that you may not know about DIY divorces. Contact us at Cooper & Cooper, PA.